Larry's corpse delivered without warning throughout the school. The students gathered without explanation in the gym. The headmaster appearing on screen to announce an emergency situation and then turning up dead. The gray dome enclosing the school. The scarecrow appearing for no apparent reason in the sealed-off building. And now, the students shot dead if they try to escape. What is going on outside?
How humiliating. It would seem that things are worse than we ever expected.
If only I'd stopped him. There was nothing we could do that we didn't, Kawara. The last thing you need to do now is start mourning what we've lost.
You don't intend to give it up now, do you?
No, I'm fine. We have to keep going. I think we should keep quiet about this to everyone in the gym. We can explain to them after we've figured out what to do. Yeah, that's probably the best way to do it. Our one chance at escape turns out to be a one-way ticket across the sticks. There's nothing we can do but search for clues inside the school.
Where shall we go next?
Let's go back to the maintenance office. Mr. One might have that file open.
Very well.
We return to the maintenance office and explain what happened outside. What happened outside to Mr. One. Thank you.
That's fine. It's just...
Had to process that for a second.
I see. It seems that our worst predictions have come to bear their evil fruit. Our worst predictions? Do you know something? We can predict things without knowing that they will happen. Confusing predictions with reality can be fatal, young one.
I've been wondering for a while. Mr. One, are you really just a maintenance worker?
An innocent student was shot. I suppose it's time I introduced myself properly.
Special Agent 1. Leon J.B. Hello?
I am Leon J.B., one of the greatest soaring wings of the Dove Party. S-Class Agent, pleased to meet you.
He is a secret agent. The Dove
Secret
Party?
Agent Bird, Secret Agent
Oh my
Bird.
God. He looks like a cockatiel to me.
I have heard of this Dove Party. The secret organization that advocates living in harmony with humans, correct? You are well informed, young one. It is a noble's duty to be well informed.
I feel like I must have missed something.
There are two schools of thought driving the politics of today. The Dove Party, who believes that we should live peacefully with humans, and the Hawk Party, who believes that we should exterminate them.
Exterminate? But I thought the wars with humans were over.
Do you really believe that everyone just decided to live happily together? Sadly, that is not how the world works. There are still many disagreements between birds and humans, and so the hawks and the doves have come to the fore. We discovered hawk activity at this school, and so I was dispatched to investigate. And what we feared would happen has happened.
Wait a minute. Are you saying the Hawk Party has something to do with St. Pigeonations?
It seems hard to believe. This school is known for its tolerant policies towards humans. It even welcomed Hanazawa as a representative. I cannot confirm or deny it, but there are a growing number of Hawk operatives attached to the school. The headmaster's secret file will probably answer some of your questions.
Oh, you got it open. Thank you.
That should speed things up a little. Let's look inside.
The Human Representative. To help humans and birds advance hand and feather towards a bright and happy future, we've decided to enroll one human in the school starting in the year 2187. They will be the human representative. The pandemic has long since ended, but we must nonetheless be cautious of the risk of infection with Sumatera influenza when making our decision. We will pick a strong, healthy 15-year-old human who displays hereditary resistance to Sumatera influenza.
The human representative. This is talking about Hanazawa, no matter how we look at it.
2187. That's when we enrolled here. Come on, let's read the rest. The chosen individual will be a symbol of human concession, to wit, a hostage for birds.
Wow.
If the representative is to die in the school, the entire campus will be sealed off, and all the birds inside will be given to the humans as prisoners.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
The seal will be lifted 12 hours after the death is confirmed, and the birds will be delivered to the humans. The school will be declared an extraterritorial zone, and avian protests of any human reprisal will not be tolerated. If Larry is to die... So her death was connected to the dome after all. And...
The important part is this final gruesome exchange.
Basically, if anything happens to Larry, the representative of humanity, then the entire school takes the blame.
So it would seem. They trap us here to give the humans time to arm themselves. The dome will open in a few hours, but what awaits us outside is a horde of bloodthirsty monkeys. How humorous.
It's not humorous at all.
So, this was the true face of her enrollment here. I rather think that this whole thing was arranged to widen the divide between humans and birds from the start. Indeed, things here go deeper than we ever realized. As you know, the school's public stance is very liberal on the human cohabitation issue. In fact, the school's principal financer, the Ichijo Group, has been heavily involved in human charities for the past 20 years. I have investigated the history of St. Pigeon Nations extensively, and can confirm that it was founded with the ideal of coexistence with humans. But the Hawk Party has been sending agents here for a long time, eating away at the system. Like a dreadful virus. We have had information about this document for some time. It is real.
It's kind of hard to take all this in at once. Just to make sure, for 12 hours, the dome will remain closed. During that time, humans will gather to take revenge. And then...
When the dome opens, they'll kill every bird in sight. And with that, another era of war between birds and humans will begin.
That student who got shot when he flew out the hatch. There are already humans waiting out there with guns.
She was discovered this morning, and the dome was raised soon after. So the time is not from when she died, but when her death was confirmed. The evacuation was about 2 hours ago?
Yeah, it was right at the start of second period. Around 10 o'clock.
And so we have until 10 p.m. before we're all killed.
You seem awfully calm, Sakuya, even after watching somebody get shot.
Remain calm, Kawada. Do nothing but worry about what's gone wrong, and you'll be next. I do not know who did this, but they will rue the day that they decided to tangle with a lapel.
What time is it, Mr. Leone?
Just past 2. We have only 8 hours then.
8 hours. We have to find an escape route in 8 hours or we'll be killed. But if we go outside, we'll be killed anyway. Just getting outside isn't enough. There has to be another way.
My dictionary does not contain the word impossible. We shall continue the investigation.
You're very decisive, Sakuya. I'm glad you're here.
Do not attempt to flatter me, Kawada.
I'm not. I mean it. We found the connection between Larry's death and the dome. There's clearly some sort of intrigue behind it all. I don't want to die without knowing the truth. We'd better go now. We have to solve this before we run out of time.
You are a promising lad. If we were to give you a piece of advice, well, don't miss the forest for the trees. Don't miss the forest for the trees.
Huh? Sakuya, there's one more file. Operation Hatoful?
What is that?
I don't know. That's what it says on here.
The bottom half is torn off. We can't read it at any rate.
I don't feel like it has anything hopeful anyway. That's an awfully friendly name for a confidential document, though.
Stupid Japanese. Look, it's spelled hurtful.
Whoa, it is. I thought Hatoful just meant heartful.
I suspect that we will find many of the things to come quite hurtful.
Right. It was probably something important given that it was in the locked file.
Indeed. I hadn't heard of this hurtful thing before, but you might want to look into it in the school's history.
The school's history?
At any rate, the headmaster must have known what would happen after Hanazawa died. The escape hatch was no doubt put in place to allow him alone to escape.
Which means that maybe he had a guarantee of safety for himself? I don't want to suspect an elder, but it does look that way.
Everything going on here is connected. We may well find something of use in the records.
Right. Let's go look at the school documents then.
I'm not the only Dove agent in the school. I'm sure the other will help you as well.
Is it Yuya?
Good luck, gentlemen. Who is to say? Who is to say?
No, it's Yuya. Time to go look for more clues.
Watch you be the doctor.
Oh my god, that would be... Maybe we should write in the notes first? Oh, what if Yuya is a hawk? And
But then why would he be
actually
going,
is a dove.
But why would he be going and talking to Mr. One? Yuya was the one that told us to go talk to Mr.
Fair enough.
One.
Yeah, so yeah, it is Yuya. Mr. Leone said to investigate the school's history, but how? Where do we look?
The library, probably. The headmaster's office, or the library, perhaps.
We already looked through the headmaster's office. Did you see anything like school records or anything?
I would have thought that they would be there, but I don't recall seeing any.
The library it is, then. And the mystery we have left to solve is...
The blood-stained stranger, Oko-sa, going to the infirmary yesterday.
Exactly. What with the headmaster dying, an army of gun-toting bipeds showing up to turn us all into jerk chicken, and it all, I almost forgot about it. And the scarecrow, we still don't know where he came from.
He appeared along with the dome, and no doubt is connected to it. If we could continue to investigate it, I'm sure his origins will become clear. And Hanazawa's gruesome end is the best clue we have. For now, we should forget the puppet and chase after the blood-stained bird.
Right. That's that decided then. We'll go to the library to read up on the school's history, and we'll look for that bird. It probably doesn't matter, but what should we do first?
Oh, go to the library or look for the bird?
Let's look for the bird.
Yeah. Alright, let's look for the bird.
Look for the bird.
Look for the bird.
Look for the bird.
Oh, blood-stained bird. I wonder if it's Angel.
That's kind of what I've been suspecting.
Yeah, I never really thought about it
'Cause
before. I was
the
just
red-
like, okay, yeah.
The blood-stained bird.
Do you have an idea?
I feel like I should. It's not something I'd encounter normally, but for some reason... Don't I know somebody like that?
Yeah. Vague as always. We do have a time limit here. We must not fall behind.
I know. If I remember what it is, I'll say right away. Maybe Yuya was still in there? Let's go ask him again.
He did say if he was there, he did say he was there until he returned home. If anyone went in, he should have seen them, however. He said that he saw nothing out of the ordinary. If what said is true, then he was lying.
Which would mean that the doctor was lying too.
Very well.